And that's a big one. And I hope there are not many people left who are committing this mistake. And it is not... Hello my dear viewers, welcome to my channel. My name is Malena and today I will reveal 5 things that make you age faster. So if you don't want to age faster, you should avoid those 5 things. So let's start with number 1. Using the wrong pillowcase. In the last months and years it has become a bit more popular to think about pillowcases, but still I know many women and people who don't use the right pillows or the right pillowcases. The thing is that when you sleep on like a cotton pillowcase or a rather hard material, during the sleep, especially when you sleep on your side, the skin gets squashed somehow and then the wrinkles may form while you are sleeping. And of course you are sleeping almost 8 hours a night, more or less. So you're doing that every night. And sometimes those sleep wrinkles are even more obvious on one side of the face than on the other. So if you then compare your face, sometimes you notice that, for example, one of your eyes wrinkles a little bit more when you smile than the other side. And that's oftentimes because you are sleeping more on one side. And in addition, you maybe use a cotton pillowcase or a normal pillowcase. So what to do in order to avoid this? Well, the best would be to develop the habit of sleeping on your back. It is extremely hard and I haven't managed it till now. So what I then did to at least reduce the damage as much as possible is I changed all my pillowcases into silk pillowcases. And this is, I think, the least you can do. Not only for your face, but also for your hair. Because pillowcases that are made of silk are not only much better for your skin, they are very breathable, they are very gentle. So even when you are squashing your face, the pillow, the silk is not that harsh to your skin and the wrinkles won't appear that easily. And in addition, when you are sleeping, sometimes a little bit unquiet and rubbing your head on the pillow, the silk will prevent your hair to break. It will be much more gentle to your hair. So really try that. I will link some options down below. I think there are many great options for silk pillowcases. Of course, those cases are a bit more pricey because silk is a bit more pricey, of course, than cotton. But I think it is a really good investment on the long run. Mistake number 2, exfoliating too much. I know this might sound contradictory because everybody's saying exfoliating is so important for the skin, for the glow, for anti-aging. But I think, in my experience, I have to say I never exfoliate my skin at home. I only do it once a month with a cosmetologist. So she does like kind of peeling and then a microdermabrasion. So that's a form of exfoliating because it removes the top layer of the skin, but it doesn't irritate my skin at all. The thing is that I have very dry and sensitive skin, which is also sensitive to eczema. Especially in the past, now not anymore, because now I have found really the perfect care and products for me, but I'm still sensitive. So exfoliating or other products that are a bit aggressive are not good for my skin, and I don't really need it, because even before I went to the cosmetologist regularly, I never exfoliated my face, and you can see that I never have breakouts or pimples or something like that. So when you have very sensitive and thin and very dry skin like I do, even washing your face and then like drying it with a soft towel is already exfoliating it a little bit. So really find out what kind of skin type you have and what your skin tolerates, because if you have dry and sensitive skin and you exfoliate too often, this will irritate your skin. It will dry your skin and it will make your skin wrinkle even more. Of course, if you have very greasy skin, then it might be no problem to exfoliate every day. There are many good products nowadays. There is one thing that I also have, but I actually don't use it. I use it in the beginning. So this is, for example, something to exfoliate, and it's from Paulas Choice, which is one of my favorite skincare brands because the ingredients are really good and they all help and they are all scientifically proven. And this is, for example, lactic acid and glycolic and malic acid. Those acids, they exfoliate your face, and you don't do it mechanically. You just put it on your skin and it will exfoliate without having to rub, like the classic peelings that we all know from a long time ago, which have those little particles that mechanically remove dead skin cells. So those new exfoliation products are a bit more gentle, and especially this one with the lactic acid is a bit more gentle. If you have a normal skin and don't go to the cosmetologist, I can recommend this product for exfoliation. The most important is to do the right thing for your specific skin type. Mistake number 3 is rubbing your face too hard. This is something that I have observed often, and I also had to really develop the habit to be gentle to my face when I'm drying it. So after washing your face, use a very gentle cloth, and the best is when you use like a small cotton cloth and change it every other day. And when you dry your face, when you have washed it, really gently dry it, do not rub it. And when you remove your makeup, do not rub it. Be very, very gentle, especially with your eye area where the skin is the most thinnest, because when you rub your skin, either by removing makeup or when drying it, when you do that every night, every day, it really adds up, and on the long term it will cause damage in your skin. It will cause the skin to wrinkle faster, maybe it will also cause some vessels. Pay attention to that and be very gentle, more gentle than you are used to your skin. Mistake number 4, and that's a big one. And I hope there are not many people left who are committing this mistake. And it is not using SPF. And believe it or not, there are still lots of women that I know, men of course also, but now we're talking for women here, who don't use SPF. They only use it when they are sunbathing. But the sun has become so dangerous, and even when there is no sun visible, when there are clouds, when it's actually winter, there are still enough rays coming through to damage your skin. Maybe you won't get a sunburn when you are living in a cold country like I am in Germany. But the sun damage that is done to your face, that is number 1 cause for aging, it is still there. That's why it is very important to use a sunscreen every day, no matter if it's summer or winter, no matter if there is a sun or if it's cloudy. There are very good products that are, for example, moisturizers together with the sunscreen, or tinted sunscreens. So you just have to find out a good sunscreen. I have 2 examples that I'm both using. So I have one here that is my favorite from Paulas Choice. It is the Skin Restoring Moisturizer, so that's actually a day cream moisturizer, and it also has SPF 50. So I really like it. The disadvantage is that it's a chemical sunscreen, and in general it is rather recommended to use mineral sunscreen. But I'm still very happy with this because the other ingredients are really good, antioxidants, and it is from the Resist line, which I really like. So I sometimes use this one. Also I like the smell of it because it reminds me of summer. Just this typical sunscreen smell, you know what I mean? And maybe when you come from a rather cold country, then you know this smell, and for sure it also reminds you of summer. So that's why I like this one. But I also recently got another one, which is a mineral sunscreen, but it's also a bit more expensive. But the good thing is it has another benefit. It is tinted, and it's this one, from Skinceuticals. It's also an SPF 50, but this contains only mineral sunscreen. It's not as moisturizing as the Paulas Choice one, but it has this nice tint, so it gives you already an even tone. On most days I use it without anything, so without makeup. I'm just using this mineral tinted sunscreen. I will also link it down below if it's interesting for you. So I can recommend both for dry and sensitive skin. Those products are very helpful and very good. There are also other brands with sunscreens. For me, Paulas Choice and Skinceuticals are like among the top skincare brands, but of course there are cheaper alternatives for sure. Just be careful with the drugstore brands, because there you never know how the ingredients really are and if they are really effective. And the last mistake to avoid is number 5, and it's a little bit linked to my previous mistake. It's using the wrong moisturizer. In order to avoid this mistake, you need to know your skin type. You need to know if you have dry skin, if you have greasy skin, if you have sensitive skin. And if you have dry skin and you use a moisturizer that has been recommended somewhere and you just think it's good for you, but maybe the person who recommended it had a totally different skin type, totally different texture, and maybe this specific moisturizer would be too light for you. Or maybe you have a greasy skin and I'm here recommending my Paulas Choice Resist, and then you buy that and with your greasy skin this will be far too heavy for you. So you really need to know your skin type and use products according to your skin type, because if I was using a moisturizer that is too light, or even if it was for acne-prone skin, I would damage my skin. I did this mistake in the past and I got eczema, I got dry patches, dryness makes wrinkles. So it is important that your skin feels good, that it's not too dry, that it's not too greasy. A too greasy moisturizer for a greasy skin might cause breakouts, which will also damage your skin on the long run and in the end make you age faster. So this would be my last tip, to also pay attention to the moisturizer itself, to the skin products, because skincare has an influence. Although you might think that it's not such a big influence, I think that nowadays there are very good products on the market. Or I can show you, for example, my moisturizer for the night. That is the Intensive Repair Cream, which is a heavy cream, but I need that. With retinol, with a very small amount of retinol, because my sensitive skin and eyes don't tolerate retinol very well. But in this moisturizer, yes, they do. And that would be the right one for me for the night. But maybe for you it would be something else. Don't forget about that. And when you pay attention and avoid those 5 mistakes, I'm sure that you will definitely not contribute to aging faster. You will even contribute to aging slower. So I hope these tips were helpful for you. If you have also other tips, tell me in the comments. I'm looking forward to read from you and of course to see you again soon. If you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe and the notification button, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye!